Wait a minute, Drifts and Lifts, you're telling me you bought another 740? I don't know about you, man. You got some problems. What's up, guys? It's Drifts and Lifts here. Welcome back to the Drifts and Lifts Epic Volvo Drift YouTube channel. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, please do, because there's Volvo Gravy baths happening. I actually took a bath in Volvo Gravy today. Keeps the hair nice and silky. Alright guys, so today's video, I'm going to show you a new car that I bought. There's a lot of people wanting this car, apparently, in the same area as me. So if you guys are from like BC, Vancouver area, you're probably watching this video right now saying, fuck you, Drifts and Lifts. But yeah, it was a really good deal, and you know me, if it's manual transmission and it's a 740 and it's a really good deal, I can't really say no. Even if I'm not really planning on doing anything with it, I can fix it up and make a little bit of money off it and get it back out into the community, or you know, whatever. There's a lot of options. So here's my new car, guys. This car's name is Geoffrey. It was actually an estate sale. So Geoffrey passed away. Rest in peace to Geoffrey. This car was just kind of the estate manager or whatever had it up for sale for $500, and you know, it needs a bit of work and that kind of thing, like every old 740 does. But I'm going to show you guys the ins and outs of it. It's really just another 740. Nothing too interesting, but hey, why not? You know, it's kind of cool checking them out. So this is a 1988 model. This is a 740 GLE. So it's got a couple of cool like power options. It's got like the power. It obviously has power windows. It has power mirrors, sunroof, and this and that. So the cool part about it was it came with an M47 manual transmission. So that's pretty cool. It also has the blue interior, which I really like. This the blue dash and the blue door panels. I'm so blue, you know, something like that. Alright guys, so if we pop the hood, the cool thing about this car is it actually was really clean. Looking it over, really cool actually. The people that I bought it off of, the manager of the estate sale, her name was Robin. Shout out to Robin for giving me the first chance at buying this. She said like there was a big whack load of people that wanted to come look at it, and I was like, please, I'll be so grateful if you let me come first. Apparently there's a guy that was like, I want to e-transfer you $500 right now before even seeing the car. Luckily she gave it to me. Sorry whoever that was, if you're watching this video, I'm sorry, man. But yeah, it was really cool. They actually, their business was making overdrive units for Land Rovers. So literally they lived in West Vancouver, and they look like they're doing pretty well for themselves. And her husband named Ray, he was an inventor, and he invented this overdrive unit, and they had a full machine shop, and he showed me around. It's pretty cool. So anyways, Geoffrey was friends of Ray, so we got kind of the backstory behind this. Geoffrey didn't really do any maintenance to it. He kind of just drove it, from what I could gather. There wasn't really a whole lot to it, but as you guys can see in this engine bay, it's pretty clean. It has, yeah, like I said, it has 370,000 kilometers on it. So nothing too crazy for a naturally aspirated red block. That really doesn't mean anything. But yeah, it doesn't look like it was driven in any like super harsh conditions or anything. As far as things wrong with this car, there's nothing really to it. It's just plain old naturally aspirated red block with an M47 transmission. On the way home driving this car, I realized a few things. It has like an incredibly bad shake in the front end, and it actually comes and goes, which is kind of weird. I've also noticed that this brake caliper is starting to get a bit seized. Like when you jack up the car, it's really hard to turn the wheel. Seems like it's starting to seize pretty bad. So I'm probably gonna have to deal with that before I put it up for sale again. It still drives fine, mind you, but yeah, it's kind of weird. Every so often this like really bad shaking, wobbling in the front end will start to come about, and then it'll disappear randomly, come back. So I haven't really looked into that. There's actually no rust on this car. I was looking under the underbody, and other than like a tiny little spot like on the body here, which is nothing, there's actually no like floor rot or anything. So this would be like a decent candidate for someone to build up or something. If someone wants to buy this car, you guys are watching this video right now, I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. I'm probably gonna fix that brake on it, and it actually runs a little weird. Like, it doesn't make the power that this car should make. So I'm gonna do like spark plugs. Like, none of that stuff has been done in who knows how long. So it just needs like a stage 0 tune-up sort of thing. Get it back to kind of factory running condition. It still runs fine, mind you. I may as well start it up for you guys here. Yeah, sorry guys, another boring video of a fucking stock Volvo. I know. But I figured I'd show you guys this car because it's kind of interesting. So as you can see, it starts right up. It seems pretty healthy. I mean, like, the motor runs fine. It doesn't seem like it has any piston slap. That's actually a really healthy running red block, to be honest. It doesn't have, yeah, no piston slap, which is kind of cool. One thing I noticed, if you guys know what this is, the Box Thermostat. So that hot air tube coming from the manifold, I believe this thermostat is actually stuck in the hot position. So that's never good. I disconnected that that metal hose, actually, if you guys know this. So these cars had, may as well give you a little school in here. These cars had something called an Box Thermostat, and basically what that was is when the car's warming up in the mornings and that kind of thing, it would pull hot air from the exhaust manifold through this metal tube, and the metal tube would come up right here. Inside this little box right here, there's like a flapper, basically like a air diverter valve sort of thing, and it should, when the car is full operating temp, it should flip over and then start pulling air from the cold air, like right in the front of the grill area. But the problem is that flapper gets stuck in the hot air position. It actually, like, really rarely gets stuck in the cold air position, unfortunately. But then, as you guys know, it's pulling in really, really hot manifold air, and that's just going to cause, you know, detonation. It's going to cause less power, that kind of thing. So it almost seemed like when I disconnected that, the car picked up a bit of horsepower. So there's just a bunch of little things that you should do on this car, you know, like every old car. Spark plugs, maybe throw some wires on it, do an oil change. The oil is actually pretty clean, mind you. Like, I think this car was decently maintained at one point, and then Jeffrey kind of just drove it. But as you guys know, these 740s really don't need a whole lot of maintenance to keep her going. Yeah, guys, like, there's not really a whole lot to this car. It actually got in some sort of fender bender. So if you look, this the bumper is pushed in on this side, so it caused this to get all warped up a little bit. And then if we go to the back here, I think it got dented on the rear at one point because this bumper skin's hanging off. I honestly might rip this off and put it on the back of Miss Huff for the street stuff, because it would look better if it had a bumper, or at least a bumper, just so people don't pull me over. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for Jeffrey. It's a pretty clean car, to be honest. I was kind of stoked on it, but I'll be honest, guys, like, there's not really a whole lot I'm gonna do with this because I got other projects I gotta worry about. So I kind of just bought it because it was a good deal, and I kind of have a problem, as you guys know. But yeah, so if we look over to Miss Huff here, I'm actually just getting it prepped for some street use. Haha. So I got a new headlight. We're gonna put that in. I got signal lights in the front, and then I pulled these tail lights out of Tim, the beater Volvo. So if you look back here, I was doing some sledgehammer work on the back end of the car. Now it's like pretty straight. I sort of jimmy rigged this taillight in, and the taillight actually works now, which is sick. So we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna put that other taillight in. I just went to the Lexan window place today, and I made up an order of the windows that I want. So he's actually cutting those out for me, like, as we speak. They should be done tomorrow or the next day. On Saturday, guys, I should let you know this: if you're in the Evergreen, Washington area, near Evergreen Speedway, come on down, because me, Jake, and Josh are gonna be going there. We're gonna be bringing the 940 as well as Josh's 940 turbo wagon. the classic 940. That's Jake's car. I'm not going to be bringing anything, but I'm sure Jake and Josh will let me rip their cars a little bit. So we'll get some sweet footage of that, do some tandems, that kind of thing. And all in all, just hang out with some people. If you guys want to come around, hang out. I'm always down for a, for a hangout with some fellow car enthusiasts, drift enthusiasts. So be good to see you guys. All right, so that's pretty much it for today, unfortunately. I promise, guys, I will make an entertaining video pretty soon here. I just wanted to show you this new car. Man, it's hard to get people to like come film drift videos because everybody's working. Nobody wants to do fun shenanigans. But yeah, Saturday, that should be a really good time at Evergreen Speedway there. We'll do some Volvo carnage, Volvo shenanigans. That's pretty much it, guys. I guess I could start Miss Huff up for you. Why not? Let's start Miss Huff up. It hasn't been started in a little while, so I'm sure she wouldn't mind that. I think it's running out of gas. It's like really low on fuel, but should have enough for a little startup here. All right, let's see it. So I got this air intake hooked up. That's all good now. We got one headlight. Chunky idle. Oh, she couldn't quite stay running. That's all I really need for today anyways. I actually just looked, guys, I checked the oil level on Miss Huff and it is not the oil level, the actual condition of the oil. It's like super black, and I just remembered I never changed it after Villain Sportsland, all the drifting we did last summer in it. Actually, I guess the last event I did in this was the Drift Union Matsuri. So oil hasn't been changed. I'll definitely have to do that before we go rip it. It's looking pretty black. The thing about this setup is, like, at idle, and I can smell it right now. You guys can probably even smell it through your fucking computer screens. It's so bad, but it's super rich at idle. Dan said that was like the only way he could kind of keep it going. So it dumps a lot of fuel in, and most likely a lot of fuel is getting past the piston rings, and it's going into the crankcase, into the oil. It's kind of contaminating it. So that's not what you want. It just means you got to change your oil a little more often. So we're running 2050 Lucas oil synthetic in there, so it's pretty good quality stuff. But you know, every oil goes bad, especially when you're wringing it out to 7,500 RPMs like constantly with a lot of heat in there. So yeah, the plan is, guys, I'm gonna put my Recaro seat back in here. I'm gonna put the cool, whatchamacallit, steering wheel. Put my Momo steering wheel in there, and then once we get the plexiglass windows, I'm gonna buy like some sort of heater. I think like an electric, like cigarette lighter heater sort of thing, because this car has no heater core or anything like that anymore. So that's gonna be pretty tough, but like I said, the plan is to go up into the mountains and film some hectic snow drifting videos. So I'm gonna be freezing my absolute tits off if I don't have a heater core of some sort or some sort of heat. So it's kind of the plan. Yeah, lots of Volvo gravy coming for you guys. So Davis is making the Volvo gravy shirt. You guys are gonna die when you see this shit. It's gonna be incredible. So yeah, thanks to everyone for watching the video. Sorry it wasn't too exciting, guys, but I just wanted to show you this new car that I picked up. And if anybody wants to buy it, obviously for a little more than I paid, because that's the name of the game, and that's how I pay the bills and this and that. But yeah, I can fix it up for you guys. I can fix that brake issue. I can fix the wobble in the front end, and it's pretty much a good car after that. The clutch feels really good. It feels like it has been replaced at one point in its life. It grabs really hard. That's one thing I noticed when driving this car. So Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I can really think of. We'll end it right there. Like and subscribe for burnt Volvo pastries. Peace out.